Okay, boy, do we have bloody hell lots. Okay, welcome to Sporty Spotlight Podcast. It's a bit of an emergency episode tonight. So I'm doing with this. So tonight I am, as usual, accompanied by this idiot. I mean, just look at this guy.
You
Okay.
mean the one who did a solo one last week because one of them couldn't make it? Yeah, that one.
Okay, really are. Okay, right. So first of all, we'll just talk about the result that we did have a watch along yesterday for, which was very, very fun. Okay, if you want to mention the result, and I'll talk about it.
But I will be aware with you. Some naughty language I set spawn in here.
Yeah. To be honest, if some words come out of my mouth tonight, then I don't really care at this point. I'm done. That's how finished I am.
Whoa! You gotta stick with the family friendly.
Okay, got it. Right. You just say the result. Ugh, I don't want to say it.
I will gladly, my friend. This is Norwich City 1, Millwall 3.
Well, technically Millwall 3, Norwich 1 then, because you were at home. But
yeah, I just wanted to tell you first to embarrass you, so,
yeah, okay, I'm just going to say what I think. Norwich looks dead. Like, entirely. Like, completely. I'm sure you can laugh. You know what, I'm going to let you laugh, because you've got every right to laugh. But Norwich just looks beyond pathetic, beyond lackluster. Like, there's just so little. Like, he's correct to question some of these players' professionality, and like it's not none of like the least you can do bringing 3,000 fans down to London when you're playing in such horrific turgid form. The least you can do is just show a tiny bit of passion, a tiny bit of desire, a tiny bit of pride to wear the shirt, and there was just none of that. And also, Millwall did play, credit to you, Millwall played brilliant, but,
I'd hear that
they didn't,
anyone else's mouth. I'm flattered.
You didn't need to play all that well. Alex Neil knows how to carve teams open without, Alex Neil knows how to get goals and then sit back and then soak up pressure.
I've got the wrong background on now. I needed to put someone else on it.
Oh my god. What, your lover? Oh. Oh my god. But yeah, Norwich were not difficult for Millwall to play against, and Millwall deserve to be where they are. Neil's done a very good job for them since taking over, and could very well be in the playoffs. Now, go on, you say your piece.
If we do, oh my, I'll be amazed. I will be celebrating, but I'm going to produce you the news because I'm a managerial legend.
No, don't say it yet. We can't.
Aww.
Nah.
Ruined it. I'm literally on the topic of Norwich.
Oh, for God's sake. We'll say it at the end, because this has come as a result of this. So, yeah, say your piece on the match, please. I'd love to hear it. Go on.
My piece from the match. I always said the wrong thing.
Here we go.
No. We played really well, I think. Definitely second half was definitely a show of that. I think we were all over Norwich. I think Ivanovic played a very key role. I remember when I said on the Boxing Day fixture when it was Norwich v Millwall, I said beware of Ivanovic. Didn't do anything there at Carrow Road, but showed why he could do it at the Den. Scored a brace. Should have been a hat-trick. Denora, I don't know what you're doing, thinking you're a Brazilian trying to turn out one of the defenders and shooting when Ivanovic is, right behind you, but we'll allow it as it was 3-1. If it was 2-1, I would have been screaming at you. What else? The Coburn goal was not offside, I finally noticed. So, but I'm not going to debate on that.
Whatever, it could have been 4-1. Millwall could have scored more. Portsmouth could have scored more last week.
We probably could have won by like 4 or 5-1, but
yeah.
I'm not going to say that in that spite. But Sturge also played really well. It was his first sort of appearance for us properly, that first start, and well, shows why Neil's absolutely revolutionised left backs, because Brian used to be awful and now he's like actually quite good. George Evans, he actually played really well today.
We won't. Yeah, we won't say. We won't say.
No.
No, we will leave that out. That is for the future, people.
Yeah, but
Continue.
what else? Who else played well? Saville played really well. That's the one I want to make. Because I don't know, because Saville has not been great all season. He's been very, very mediocre. The man I saw against Norwich was Lionel Messi. That was not George Saville. The crosses that man was putting in was absolutely mental.
Do you think his father would have been...
I think Norwich's best player was probably Shane Duffy because he scored a goal. That's pretty much the only thing I can add.
Do you think George Saville's father would have been proud?
It's not his father though, is it?
No, who am I to make these stupid bloody jokes? It's Norwich are a joke themselves. Okay, if I'm able to take...
This is a joke. Just saying. I like your TikTok so mate, so keep up.
Okay, if I'm able to take any positives, I thought that Reyes, despite conceding 3, I thought he was better. I thought he looked much improved yesterday. You know, his footwork looked much, much better. In that Wednesday game, he was having Jose Cordoba and Shane Duffy take goal kicks for him, and he just looked, in that department, just looked so much better. But, you know, he's still got a lot to do before he's ready to consistently play at this level, because he's still incredibly young. I think he needs another loan.
Oh, and I do want to say thanks, Ranulph. Congratulations to Angus Gunn, as I generally thought he was injured, but Ranulph clearly cleared that up for me, so thanks, mate.
The child is born. Congratulations to Jade and Angus.
You're now a father. Good luck with that.
Yes, the son of a gun.
Oh my god.
Right.
That better be a boy. If that's a daughter now, I'm embarrassed.
No, it is a boy. I saw her on.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
If he said son of a gun and it's a daughter, that's not gonna work, mate.
No. I also thought Gibbs, when he came on, looked, he looked hungry. He looked, a lot hungrier, hungrier than most that are on the pitch already, and that's just a testament to how I think he's an incredibly underrated player. Is Liam Gibbs? Francis Reyes, you could say as well, but he's been so unlucky with the injuries that he's got injured against Plymouth, and that was shortly after coming back from an injury he got before. But he is a seriously underrated Norwich player in this team. From where he came from to where he is now, signing him from bloody Ipswich, and yeah, I just really hope that whatever happens next, I hope he's here next season, because under the right management, I think he can do great things for us, and I like him a lot, Liam Gibbs.
Well, he might go play for Ipswich next season. You never know.
Yeah. He's not going to do that. He literally joins in anti-Ipswich chants when he's warming up. He's been seen doing that. Big up Jacob NCFC for capturing that. That's like saying Jared Bowen's going to go and play for Millwall.
I wouldn't mind him if Millwall was his favourite. With the hate, he would be a bit unreal, but.
I mean, that would never happen, because then Danny Dyer would destroy him. And, they love each other. So. Okay, so, continue. So, do you think, I'm asking you this completely hypothetically, do you think there's a chance of playoffs?
Don't ask me this. Shouldn't be asking me this now.
It's like the octillion dollar question for a Millwall fan, isn't it?
We're not getting it. I want us to. There's that slight thing in my head of, yeah, maybe we could do it. No, but my head is thinking, no. We're in reality here. We're not. If it comes down to the last day, though, I'm going to get signs of PTSD.
It very well could. Everything could come down to the last day, the relegation battle and the promotion fight.
As long as it's not Blackburn, I'll be alright.
Yeah. And
hopefully Burnley put out a weak side. We're not fighting for the title anymore.
Okay, and now we've got that out of the way. Now we've got that off our chests. You can say manager news. Oh God, this is questionable.
Finally, a lot of managers for some reason get sacked after we beat them by I'm not sure if that's because they think we're really, really bad or something, or they just decide to sack him at the right time. Probably option A. But anyway, Norwich City have moved on from I'm gonna butcher his name. THORUP.
Johannes THORUP.
Yeah.
And Glenn Riddisholm has gone as well.
And
Well, that's
that assistant guy.
yeah, assistant coach Glenn Riddisholm.
Glenn Riddisholm.
Ridders.
I didn't know the assistant's name. Ops assistant, but he's gone. Jack Wilshere will be in charge for the last 2 games of the season, which actually, for some reason in my head, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
Jack Wilshere versus Aaron Ramsey on the last day. Let's have it.
Oh my god, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Two former Arsenal midfielders.
Oh, never thought I'd be saying that. Yeah, this is I was really shocked when I heard this. I got on my school bus today. It was like just happy to get out of school, and I turned around to ask some people saying, "Have you done the ice bucket challenge and that?" And then my brother just says to me from the back, "Ran off. THORUP's gone." And I'm just thinking to myself, I haven't even checked my phone at this point. I'm thinking, no, he hasn't. You trying to mess with me? Like, we're not. What do we look like? Chelsea sacking managers after one season. And then I looked at my phone, and it's true. And to be honest, there are pros and cons of this, but I think the cons might just outweigh the pros at this point. And okay, I'll go with the pros. I'll just get the optimistic good stuff out. The performances at the start of the season were extremely promising. It was most definitely the most entertaining football that Norwich City have played since the days of Daniel Farke, and it's it was really promising there, but this is a point that I'm starting to agree with. THORUP's philosophy does not fit the Championship football at all. It's 10 times, it's light years more intense than the Danish Superliga, where he was, doing wonders at Nordsjælland. But it's understandable that this sort of thing has happened, but I didn't think it would happen so soon. I thought we would give him until the end of the season, but if this is what's necessary, then gotta roll with it. Gotta take your time and try not to make bloody Oasis references here. But might as well just say while I'm here, I just want to say.
So sliding away. You were saying you're not making Oasis references, so I made one myself.
Johannes can wait. He knows it's too late. Oh God. Thank you for everything you did at this brief time in the club. It was very nice. It was absolute pleasure to meet you when I had the opportunity to meet you at the Gerald's signing session that you did. I wish you all the best.
I do want to say, Johannes, if you are looking for a job, you can always come on here as a guest on Sporty Spotlight.
Yay, well, hey.
Just letting you know.
Yeah, you'd be very welcome.
Always adoring you, mate, and we can speak about your experiences inside Norwich Tours. But anyway, let me get a question off from you before I give my perspective. Who do you think your next manager officially is going to be?
Right, this is the slightly bit deluded idea. Graham Potter.
Oh my God.
That's never going to happen. No.
He's still at West Ham and he's still awful.
Wait, no, why did I say Graham Potter? What am I doing? Why did I say that? That is not what I meant to say. I meant to say Steve Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Makes much more sense. But I think the potential most realistic one that I think he's very attainable. Also, just because of largely because he was a man who had his child, got to Merseyside at 2:20 and scored a goal at Anfield. Russell Martin.
I forgot he played for you. Keep forgetting that guy played for you.
he did play for us, and what a player he was until he got booed off, which is why he might be hesitant to go through with this if it comes to anything, if these discussions come to anything, because he was hounded out after a turgid performance at guess who, Millwall, and yeah, Daniel Farker just got rid of him.
Mate, but it just has to be done.
That was all a very long time ago, and we'll see what he's like now. And yeah, go on.
I was going to say mine.
Give your take on it.
Favourites for the job.
Oh God, what are we going through?
But before I do, I will say I do think Norwich are a bit harsh on Hoff. As much as I'll say he hasn't been the greatest I've seen in a Norwich, under the Norwich helm. I think you should have given him you give him the transfer window so he can bring in his own players. Then, if he's still not where you want him by October, I'd say get him gone by October, November maybe.
So,
still wasn't up to it.
Are you suggesting that we do the same thing that Erik ten Hag tried to do at United, and just sign a bunch of Ajax players, and so Johannes of JHD would just sign a bunch of Nordsjælland players?
Oh, would have done well for you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna judge. I'm in no position here.
Yeah.
So.
My two favourites. One of them is someone you've already said, and the other one is someone you haven't already said.
Right, say the one I've already said first.
I'm thinking Steve Cooper.
Mm.
Because he gets a championship team promoted, and I think, yes, it may be a bit defensive, boo-hoo, get over it, lawyer. You just want to get promoted. You all want to get promoted, so just get Steve Cooper. Which is the only reason why Leicester have at least 10 points in the season.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
And this project just sucks. And so did West Ham. So I'm just going to say that.
I thought you were saying we get Ruud van Nistelrooy for a second. Thank God.
The second one might be a bit of a shocker, but he's definitely doable, and I think he would actually do quite well. I think Jack Wilshere is my second one.
Yeah, well, he's got a point to prove. Now, with 2 games left.
Especially if these 2 games go well, I think he does get appointed.
Okay, then okay then. It could very well happen. We'll see how this goes. I mean, if it gets to the point where he's getting all the players drunk and he's getting them to sing "We Hate Tottenham," then I do approve of that. Don't get me wrong. I do approve of that.
We all hate West Ham.
But he's a bloody West Ham legend. Why would he do that? But yeah, it very well could be. It could be Wilshere. We'll see how this goes. Right. Okay. So, do you want to go on to there is something I want to mention from League 2, if that's alright. If you want to go from there. I just want to say this. I need to remind myself of who it was. Hang on. Newport versus Walsall. Newport 0. Newport County 0. Walsall 0.
Yep, I've got some. Just letting you know.
Oh my God.
My job here is done. You're welcome, Matt Sadler.
No.
Your job next year.
Right. I just need to get this back. This was actually comedic. Oisin McKenty with the most ridiculous. I think we've already said this. We said this on the live yesterday, but it was just the most ridiculous handball I've ever seen in my entire life. You would literally think he's playing handball, the sport itself. It's ridiculous. It's mad.
Oh.
McKenty. It's just, honestly, the quality of football in that league. We saw that 15 minutes. It was just so bad. Honestly, neither team had any creativity whatsoever. It was
I
quite.
thought you were expecting me to say something.
It was quite incredible, really. If you want to say anything.
Well, I'm not going to say it's Outcast Waterfall. That's literally the only thing. I think that's going to be going down as the highlight of the season for me. Of this podcast, it's probably either this episode right now, or it's the one where I saw you dip a mince pie in a hot chocolate or whatever it was, or my final one is me back to what I said. Walsall was so brilliant they're going to dominate the league, and they're now lose.
Oh,
I will definitely give you the top 3 moments of this season.
well, moving on. Doncaster Rovers 3, Colchester United 0. Before we talk anything about the result, I just want to say congratulations to massive congratulations to Kyrie's Lisby for making his first start for Colchester. Well done, mate. Very happy for you. Yep, Doncaster show why they're
good.
Yeah, well, basically why they're. I think.
Why they're top of the league?
Yes. Yeah, don't know why I couldn't say that, but yeah, it's very fully deserved, and I really hope they do go up because, well, not only because I've got a mate who's a Donny fan, but yeah. Okay, so that one's a bit weird. Oh yeah, this is what needs to be talked about over that. Morecambe 1, Salford City 3. Morecambe's relegation to the National League after 20 years as a stapled Football League club come to an end.
Right, I'm just going to get this off my chest right here. Morecambe have had the biggest fall-off I've ever seen. What the hell happened, man? You was in League One around 2 years ago.
I mean, going 1-0 up at Tottenham as well.
No, they literally won the league, like, when Bolton were in League 2. I don't remember how many years ago that was. But then they got promoted with Bolton. Bolton are fighting for playoffs. You're in non-league, mate. What happened?
It's depressing that the ownership of that club is appalling. It's ridiculous.
Adam Mayer, but Adam Mayer's done nothing for us. He's literally playing now for Bromley.
Yeah, well, you know, it is horrible to see, and now I think they're gonna have a really tough. They're gonna be a non-league club for a good couple of years, a good few years now.
Yeah, probably. Off the topic, but I did see Southend are actually in the playoffs.
Wow. Oh yeah,
What I would love is for Southend to be back in the EFL.
Yeah, would be class, to be fair.
If you like my Football Manager all over again, I've got them to the Premier League for like 10 seasons. As a Maoist man once said, stuff like that doesn't come notice.
No, Neil. Complete it, mate. Football Manager, Championship Manager.
That wasn't Neil, that was Jay.
Yeah, I know. He was talking to Neil. Right, okay, going on to good old League One. And you know what? I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this now because I think it's true. Burton Albion 1, Birmingham City 2. Burton do fall short at home to the newly crowned champions Birmingham, but
wait, they're champions now?
Yeah, they are. But I think that Burton, I think they'll stay up. Honestly, it's the job since coming in, the job that Gary Bauer's done, it's exceptional. It's incredible what he's done. Like a team that looked as hopeless as Burton did at one point.
Right now.
Yeah, hats off to Gary Bauer. That is fantastic. That is absolutely brilliant. Guiding Dundee to promotion to the Prem in 2023 to now potentially keeping Burton in the third tier. Well done. I mean, of course, there's still work to do because they're still level on points with Bristol Rovers, but yeah, I think they'll get over the line.
I believe that as well because yeah, like you said, he's been doing really well ever since he's really been under management. He's been easily, I think, one of the best appointments for anyone that's been sacked, because Stephen Shoemaker's been disappointing. I think Gary Bowler's been actually one of the best, because if he had his own squad, I mean, there's always the if he had their own squad, but if he had a few more players that he could have brought in, he would have definitely got them way above relegation right now. I think next season he could actually push them to mid-table, maybe even playoffs if he's lucky.
Why not?
Yeah.
And
If he stays up, of course.
yeah, and the other notable result from League One that does basically seal the deal for both teams. We'll talk about them both. Stockport County 2, Huddersfield Town 1. Stockport seal a League One playoff place. If you told a Stockport County fan in 2015 that they would be in the League One playoffs in 10 years' time, they probably would have smacked you around the head. They could maybe go from playing the likes of Lowestoft Town to the likes of Ipswich Town. Dave Challinor, seriously, Dave Challinor, I think I'm saying this, Stockport are one of the most exciting teams in England.
They are definitely a good team. What they need to do is get Louis Barry back, I think.
That's going to be hard.
I know, but they're in the championship, so I think they'd be established, and I think Barry would also be interested.
That is if they get there. And according to my good friend, the Real Dons TV, the food at Stockport is delicious. So, yeah.
That is not where I thought food would be delicious. If it was anywhere, I did not think it'd be Stockport. I'm sorry. The only thing I know about Stockport is the football club, and Nathan Aspinall's from there.
Right. Oh God. Okay. So but it needs to be talked about. Huddersfield Town are 9th in the league, and yeah, playoffs are done for them. It's horrific. It's horrendous what's happened at Huddersfield. From being in the Premier League to 4,000 days later getting knocked out of the FA Cup by Tamworth to being 9th in League One. It's just sad.
Oh. I don't know what else to say other than yeah.
Well, but there needs to be something about bad owners just destroying football clubs and just letting them rot gradually.
Like Reading, for example.
Exactly! But Reading, to their credit, they are doing fantastic right now. They're holding...
They won't be gone now if they can't do it now.
No.
I think I said it on the live stream as well. I think I said they can't do it now.
No.
Don't. 2 games left of the season, you might as well wait it out.
Don't let Reading die. And if they get playoffs, use the money...
That's what the FA are hoping them not to do.
Yeah, use the money to win the playoffs. Use the money to one from promotion to hound out Dai Yong and then go from there.
Well, I think the FA are, or I think it's the FA that are trying to get rid of them, aren't they?
It's the FA and the EFL.
Yeah, the FA and the EFL. I think that they're hoping Reading doesn't get the playoffs. Because if they don't, they can wipe them away with no matter. But if they get playoffs, they might have to either A, carry them on, or B, they make this really difficult and give whoever got second place in the playoff final, if they was to win, the playoff promotion. And probably the money, but another point.
They should have been wiped away a long time ago. That's all I've really got to say to that.
It's so true. I'm so sorry for yawning, man.
It's fine. It's just what needs to be said. And no, it's pretty boring to say, but yeah, okay. Wrexham get a 2-1 win at Blackpool. James McLean at his antics, probably insulting people from Blackpool.
Sorry, I just can't speak about James McLean. I hate the guy.
Fair enough. God. I mean, he makes me ashamed to be Irish. Like, the stuff he says He says Rotherham fans stink of piss. That's just disgusting on so many levels. Yes, I've got Irish descent. I've got Irish grandparents and Irish ancestors.
Oh damn, well done, mate. I didn't know that.
Well, to be fair, a lot of English people are, but yeah, I've never mentioned it, so.
I might be part Irish then.
You could be. You could very well be.
Hey.
Hey, Sean Maguire! Sean Maguire! He's alive! Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, Arthur. Okay, but yeah, Wrexham keep up the drama for the documentary, which I'm looking forward to. It comes out, I think, at the end of May, actually, so in a couple of weeks. Wait.
It's April.
It's April. Okay, it's April. Okay.
No, I'm saying it's April. If you're saying it's at the end of May,
Yeah.
it's April, man.
But God. Wycombe Wanderers 0, Charlton Athletic 4. That is horrendous. That is, I mean, even against a team that are, you know, I know you'll hate to hear this, but as in form as Charlton are now, that's bad.
Actually, no, I'm not mad to hear that. Because if they do go promoted, I'll take an easy 6 points next season.
I knew you'd say that. Before you said it yesterday. Okay.
I'll say it every time.
Okay, moving on to the other results around the championship. Bloody hell, the championship bloody exploded. Yesterday, the amount of all the relegation teams basically won. It is mad, but might as well just get the two big ones off. First of all, Leeds United 6, Stoke City 0. Joel Piroe was not holding back when he's like, we want to get this done. We want to get this done, lads. We are getting promoted. We are not going through the playoffs again. We are doing this. We are doing this. And now he's gone ahead of Boris Signs, which I can't really fault because Signs has been poor these last months. But, yes. Hammering. God. Ugh. And the other result that does correspond to it quite closely. Burnley 2, Sheffield United 1. Leeds and Burnley are promoted to the Premier League. Sheffield United are condemned to the playoffs. That's all that's really said. All I can say.
Sheffield United will not win the playoffs.
I don't think they will. No.
Originally, my season prediction I normally do, I said Sheffield Wednesday would be at the playoffs and they would beat Sheffield United in the final. Now that's not doable.
No.
But Sheffield United can still lose the cup final.
That is true.
Coventry at this rate.
Who could they lose against? The team. That is true. Middlesbrough are still sort of creeping up on them, but hopefully.
By someone else, but you know.
Yeah. Tell you what, boys. Let's do.
Actually.
Let's do Frank Lampard a favour. Come on, boys. Come on, just show some passion. Sunderland, but Bristol City in there is mental. That'll be incredible. And you know what? That could actually be. Bristol City fans could be on a bigger high than the best marijuana in the world by the end of this season, because they could be playing in the Premier League and Bristol Rovers could be playing in League 2.
League 2. But then Sunderland could get promoted and we can see the good old Derby.
Yeah. Time where Derby. I loved watching that last season in the FA Cup. Just don't let that be like once every 10 years. And if you can give us that, give us West Ham Millwall while you're at it. Yeah. Okay, right, so yeah, but you know, this is the really shocking one, I think. And there's something else has happened. There's been more than one sacking. West Bromwich Albion 1, Derby County 3. Tony Mowbray has been sacked from his role as West Brom manager.
What?
It's happened.
The man's literally hunting the playoff. Oh, Jed Wallace is ours next season. I'll take that anyway. Jed Wallace, Ivanovic, Nigley, all that. Oh my god, it's absolutely lethal.
Oh my god. That's bad. I mean, losing 3-1 at home.
Why?
They're losing 3-1 at home to Derby. I mean, we were pretty crap against them. We've been bad against everyone we played against.
Including us.
Okay, so that was... Yeah, that's awful for West Brom, and, you know, I think they're as cooked as we are.
Like I said to Hot from Tony, mate. Again, always the door open here at Sporty Spotlight if you wanna speak to me.
God. Imagine you. Now I'm imagining you arguing with bloody Tony Mowbray about.
Me and Tony very really good mates.
Okay, right. Moving. Let's go on to the Premier League now. And what's going on at the moment? It is still 1-1 in the match between Manchester City and Aston Villa. Bernardo Silva opening the score in the 7th minute, but Marcus Rashford shortly equalising from the penalty spot. Cool as you like it. I bet he really enjoyed that, didn't he? Good on him. But yeah, the result that's, you know, I should have. Okay, here we have it. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Nottingham Forest 2.
I do have something to say about that. Nuno Espirito Santo has done a double on Tottenham, who he managed and was really bad with. So is he really bad, or are Tottenham really bad? I also thought Tottenham really bad.
That is the question. God, yeah. To be honest, just what's been showed. Honestly, it is incredible. Just the three teams.
Finish 17th and win the Europa League. 17th and Champions League would be something mental.
Wait, so West Ham won't finish 17th? Come on.
They will finish 17th, mate.
It is remarkable. Yeah, and you know, I saw something today. Ange Postecoglou will potentially be gone, regardless if they win the Europa League or not. But before they even think about a final, they have to go to the blooming Arctic Circle to play Bodo and Glimt, who are the first Norwegian side to play in a European semi-final of any sort. So that is history for them on so many levels. And for some reason, Tottenham going to the Arctic Circle, Tottenham and the Arctic Circle just doesn't sound like a good mix.
Oh no. That doesn't sound right. I don't know why. It just doesn't sound right.
It really doesn't. No. Well, this has been fairly odd, but also a bit of news tomorrow. Arsenal host Crystal Palace, and if Crystal Palace win or draw, I'm pretty sure if it's win or draw, Liverpool will be crowned Premier League champions.
I want Arsenal to win their next two. I want Liverpool to lose their next two. Then I can see Liverpool play Arsenal, yeah, and then Liverpool beat Arsenal and lift the trophy right there and then in front of Arsenal.
I mean, that would be pretty sick. That would literally be like a That would quite literally be a cup final. You could a Premier League cup. I mean, I know how corny that sounds, but literal Prem Cup. Ugh. Yeah, that is massive fixture. I mean, there are still 2 other games to go after that. So, would you like to do any predictions?
Maybe 1 or 2.
Okay. Which how about we just do some from Championship or Premier League, or if there are any you want to do from League 1 or League 2, then, or maybe.
I'll do a couple from the Championship and a couple from the Premier League.
Okay.
Do you know what a couple is? Then we're in good shape.
Yeah. We didn't do any sorry to interrupt. We didn't do any National League, but yeah, Barnet could put this back in the balance. York City are 6 points behind them.
Yeah. Cross last time.
They couldn't do it, could they?
New York?
Yeah.
They could.
Ooh. We'll see how it unfolds. Right. Okay. Right. So from couple from each.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's get my notes out. So notes. Right. Okay. So the first one let's go from League 2 first. Right. Let's see. So into the final 2 match days. Oh, this is massive. This is Doncaster Rovers versus Bradford City.
Premier League.
No, but what I thought we were working our way.
I said couple for the Premier League, couple for the Championship, but I'll allow one from League 2 and one from League 1.
Okay. Might as well do a Yorkshire derby. Oh, spicy. Right. Doncaster versus Bradford. You may go first for the confusion.
I'm gonna say draw.
A draw.
Yeah, draw.
Okay. Right. Draw. I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm gonna say something that I think Donny have been known for. You know, they've got a couple of dodgy results at home. This is going to annoy Harris, so if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm going to go with a Bradford win. I can see it happening, but I still think that Doncaster will get over the line one. Well, whatever way it has to be, I still think they will. Baby, oh. I don't know why I said that.
It's fine.
My.
What do you want from League 1 then?
Okay, moving on to League 1. So what's more exciting, promotion fight or the relegation? Okay, we'll get into that. Let's see what we got. Leighton Orient versus... Actually, no, this could be... we'll do 1 or 2, because one of these are a promotion 6-pointer. One of these are a relegation 6-pointer.
I'll allow it.
Okay, tell you what. I'm going to get a coin. So... Okay, heads is Leighton Orient versus Wickham. Tails is Crawley Town versus Northampton Town. Right, let's flip the coin. Here we go. So, heads, tails. Here we go. Oh, for God's sake. We got heads. Alright, heads. So that will be Leighton versus Wickham. Right, Leighton versus Wickham. Wickham have already fallen off since Matt Bloomfield went to Luton Town, who... So, right, Leighton.
Well, I think I know what run I was predicting, guys.
What do you think I'm predicting?
Well, after what you just said, I'm going to predict a Leighton Orient. I think you're going to say a Leighton Orient win.
You know what? That was sort of along the lines of what I was thinking, but you've made me think about this a bit more rationally. I'm going to go with a draw. It might be a pulsating draw of that, or a 0-0 draw, but a draw. Or a pulsating or boring draw, but I think it's going to be a draw.
I think Wickham are going to beat Leighton Orient.
Okay. Contrasting. I like these so far. Right, now, on to the championship. Here we go. Let's start with... No, just get him out. I want... Actually, no, we'll go with... We'll go with Millwall first, so you can go first. Right. Millwall versus Swansea City. Now you may go first, sir.
We're so losing that.
So you're predicting a loss?
Yeah. Reality hurts, man.
Well, I think the reality is, in this moment, Millwall are a much better side than Swansea, and...
Oh, so do I, but we're Millwall.
Okay, in that case, I'll go with a draw. Again. Second draw. Second draw. Okay, here we go. Right. Oh God, I don't want to do this one, and I feel. Oh, my bowels hurt thinking about this. Oh God, here we go. Right.
Keep flying.
Oh no. Right, let's get into it. Middlesbrough versus Norwich City.
Oh, that seems a bit harsh on Wilshire.
This is horrible. Whenever we go to the Riverside Stadium, we get murdered. Time and time again.
Your views go really big.
Yeah, my views go really big whenever we play crap.
Lovely.
God. It's a bit like Joy Division when Leeds were on a bad run.
So I think I know what you're predicting. He's thinking about it.
I think, I'm saying this boldly,
Oh God.
I think that Jack Wilshere is going to break the Riverside curse.
Oh my God.
Norwich are going to win. We're going to do it. We have been pretty crap. Middlesbrough have been pretty crap. Neither of us seem to be going anywhere. Let's do Coventry City a solid.
Can you not do Coventry City as solid? We kind of need to get ahead of them.
Okay, right. Go on. Let's have your take.
Middlesbrough winning. That's all I
I
was
knew, I knew you were going to say that. Okay, right. Moving on. This is why I love doing this podcast. Wacky things come out like that. Okay, here we go. Right, so onto the championship. You know what? I'm not going to bother. Let's just not bother with Leeds or Burnley anymore because, well, they're done. They're finished. They don't need anything to do anything else. I mean, if that's the way you'd like it. Well, one more from the championship. Right. I'll tell you what. How about this one? Luton Town versus the team we've just been mentioning, Coventry City. Oh.
I know the result I would want, but it's not going to be the result I'm going to get.
You're up first.
Oh, I know the result I want. It's going to be a commentary win, isn't it?
I'm gonna go. I'll go with the draw. I mean, I know that's not great. That's not great for Luton, but I have a feeling that other teams will play sort of similar, and I think it'll go down to the relegation battle will go down to the final day. That's what I'm saying. Okay, right, and on to the big overrated Premier League. It's still 1-1. Right, what we got? Oh, we might as well do this one because, well, look at it. It looks all flashy. Liverpool versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh my God.
Right, Liverpool. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Oh no.
I feel sick. I feel sick to the stomach saying this, and this is not even what Spurs fans are gonna want.
West Ham get a 12-point deduction, they get relegated.
I think Tottenham are gonna win at Anfield.
Oh my God, man. Strength.
No, I feel ill saying that, but I just it might happen. Your go.
I know Liverpool are winning, but I just can't believe we've done that.
I'm so sorry.
You should be.
I really should. Okay, let's keep going now.
I looked in the eye.
Bournemouth versus Manchester United. You go.
Bournemouth are winning. Thank you.
And finally, we can get some agreement. I'm of the same opinion. Right. Okay, there we go. Finally, we're thinking together, but maybe not for long.
Oh God. What's the last one?
Okay, the last one. Southampton versus Fulham.
Jesus Christ, how downhill have you gone? You first.
It's me, and I might be about to say something that might make you crash. I do not think that Southampton will be as bad as Derby County once were. And I think that now they're down, they can finally show some promise and the fans what they can expect ahead of next season. And I think they're going to get 3 points here. I can just see these things happening. It's horrible. I don't know why. I have these visions. They come, and I can't do anything about them. And I know, I've just done so bad. There are just no words. There are no words for these predictions here. Oh my God. Now say what you're gonna say.
I'm disappointed in you. Oh, that's not what I'm gonna say, is it? Oh, sorry. That's afterwards. Well, Fulham are winning. Thank you.
Okay. Right, those are the predictions in. I look forward to going over these next week. Oh, God.
The forfeit that is 100% deserved.
Oh, God. You can just start cooking it up now if you want.
Yep.
Okay.
Might just have to do a separate ice bucket challenge with this, right? I have not done it in the 24-hour deadline. I'm sorry. I still find the time and the clothing that I want to drink.
It's okay. Tell you what, I'll come round your house and I'll pour it on your head for you. How about that?
You're alright.
Nah, I tell you what, you know what? I'm turning this off. I'm coming to your house right now. No, okay. I'm gonna knock on your door. Actually, no. I'm in 1 hour with a massive bucket.
Oh God.
I'm joking. Okay. Well, that's all we got time for tonight. Thank you very much for tuning into this Yappuccino. Oh God, what have I done? Okay, please make sure to like and subscribe. I mean, I might not deserve a subscription, but Daniel does after these horrific things. But please do subscribe to me. It does help me out massively. So, yeah, thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll see you all again very, very soon. I'm cooked.